About my mustache, guys.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's different, but good. Yeah. What
Different.
was?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's different. It's shorter than usual, right?
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
wanted
Clipped it up a
Yeah.
to.
bit.
I wanted to define.
So,
I wanted to
what
define
were
it
you
a little
going
bit.
for? Like, did you like go just for shorter? It looks shorter. Your jawline. I think the kids say snatched. Your jawline looks snatched. Yeah. Damn. Oof, man, what
Looking
jawline?
clean.
Nice, nice. Looking good
No,
though,
Love to
man.
see
actually,
it, yeah.
hold on. I got something. I look super snatched in this artist rendering.
Hey, there we go. Love to see it.
I like.
Yo,
I,
I
Hey.
got body dysmorphia now. Who is this?
I feel wait, no, you didn't pass it around during when we were hanging out this past weekend, but it was a picture, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I feel like
There's
you
a
got a
picture
The
of the
group chat.
picture.
yeah, I feel like you got a lot of good feedback though, you
That man
know?
did me dirty. Yeah, it was at the U of
I
H.
don't see
By the
it,
way, the U
man.
of H family barbecue. They had a
Nice.
caricature artist. I was telling everyone if that was the police sketch artist for
Hang
a
on.
crime, I would have gotten away with that crime.
Hang on, I got you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I got a little.
Uh-oh. It's censored.
Whoa, that's pretty good.
Also a UH, I think it was
No way.
graduation. They had something going on at graduation and they had these caricature artists.
I like how U of H, that's just like I guess the thing that they do, right?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
that I
that's
was
the
wondering what
UH
we
classic.
excelled in. That's what we
Yeah.
excel in. Pro bono caricature artist.
Hell yeah.
Probably like one of the alumni who like does that, you know?
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, shout
Get
out to everyone listening to us today. And shout out to Cinemark Movie Rewards.
Is that for the Hail Mary receipts?
It is. It is for Hail Mary.
Hell yeah.
Still
Roger, did you
haven't
ever go
seen.
see it? No?
Still
A strong
haven't.
nine.
It's on my list.
This weekend? This weekend?
I'll check it out.
It could be. What's this weekend? This weekend,
It's Easter weekend.
oh dude, no, yeah, I can't this weekend, but maybe next, maybe during the week I can like scoot away or like,
Yeah.
get figure it out. But I want to for sure.
Tuesdays, Wednesdays, half off at AMC, so
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm a fan. I love
that's
going
the
when like no one
deal.
goes.
Yeah.
I just have a thing for like movie popcorn. It's just you can't replicate that anywhere else, like that amount of like
Mm.
aged butter that's been there for
Yeah.
like years. Like
Yeah.
it's just good. You can't get that at home
You
with your
really
clean
can't
utensils and shit.
uh-uh.
Not possible.
Can't properly clog my arteries without it.
Oh, dude. Oh, so good. I like doing I think it's the Marquee. I don't know if other ones do it, but the Marquee Edwards, they have like the VIP ticket that you can get that has like it's basically like it's like its own little side thing that you can go to. I don't know if it's worth the money because it's kind of expensive, but it's unlimited popcorn.
Mm.
So like
Oh,
I eat my way into making money. Like I
oh
owe them
shit.
money at the end of that. Because I'll like go until I'm sick. Like I will literally eat so much popcorn that like I'm gonna eat my way to the full price or more of this ticket.
You're gonna
And
bankrupt them.
also free drinks as well too. Like well, like soda fountains and shit.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
That's a deal. I'm gonna have to look into that because yeah, I'm
Yeah,
a
it's
big
cool.
fan of popcorn, so I will eat my
Yeah.
body weight in
Yeah,
popcorn.
and it's like premium seats too. Like it's nice seats and stuff, and usually it's not as packed and stuff. But yeah, it's not a cheap. It's like double the price of regular tickets, but the experience is like almost there. But I'll
Mm.
also go like early if I can. If I'm gonna get those tickets, I'll go like a good 45 minutes early, and yeah, start eating
So you can
popcorn like
start
real
chowing down.
early.
Yeah.
Lounge and stuff. Like the lounge is actually pretty sweet. It's like a
Okay.
pretty cool like vibe in there. But yeah, I don't like. Is it worth it? I don't know. Do I do it anyways? Heck yeah.
Those all sound like pleasant movie going experiences. Me, I get the popcorn, butter, butter, butter. Gotta have an icy, and then that popcorn's gone by the like second to last trailer.
Oh
Hmm.
The
yeah.
stomach ache is already coming on. I'm
Oh,
like, oh,
killing.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to pee in a little bit. I might have to use the restroom. Like this movie, like I gotta start benchmarking where I can dip.
Where you can
I
break.
had to walk out from Project Hail Mary for like maybe 15 seconds because it was
Oh
conveniently
no.
look. I had to dip. I
You're
came back
like
to
right
Jess like, what
there.
happened? She's like, something about the Rock. I was like, all right, there you go. Got
Dang.
it. She's like, I think the Rock said something. I was like, all right, there you go.
The Rock is
I'll
in
cut
this
him.
movie?
Who
Whoa.
knows? No
I don't know,
Hold
man.
on.
spoilers. No
Hold
spoilers.
on.
but
Oh man,
you never
I have to
know.
get there.
If you smell, yeah, that guy.
Oh man, I got to.
It's funny
Uh,
because like we're getting to that age where people are like, The Rock, that guy from Moana? Was it called
Or
Moana? From
Moana,
Moana?
Moana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the letters in my head and I
that's
just
where
kind
he
of said
got,
whatever. Yeah.
yeah, that's where he got popular from. That's what he's
Yeah.
known for.
And I'm like, no, the guy who used to fight mankind, and then he joined the Rock and Sock Connection,
Mm.
which
What
was
a
the most
great sentence. He
electrifying
fought
tag team
mankind.
entertainment in history.
Yeah, that was the best time in anything. That was the best time in life. Life has just been on a from there.
I think The Rock was
Uh,
definitely a great like because to me he was like the first crossover like wrestler actor, even though in my opinion he's not the best. Like,
mm.
Batista, bro, you know what I'm saying? But The
Batista's
Rock
got
like made it so, like that it was a thing.
kind of set
But
the
I mean
stage
he's
for him.
I love The Rock, but he's not a great actor, but I haven't
Yeah.
seen The Punching Machine or whatever that movie is. I really want to.
Oh yeah, that's his critical acclaim film. That's the I want to act.
Yeah.
Put me in a
Oh,
movie.
really?
I heard a lot of good
Yeah.
things about it, but I haven't seen it yet. And
I'm
I'm a
tired
Rock
of
fan.
being a strong big guy who hits people.
Yeah.
Make me a Academy Award nominated big strong guy that hits people.
All right.
And then that's what they that's what they did.
And
They
then
put him
turns
in
this to
prosthetics to make
kill.
him look like The Rock.
Yeah, I feel like he doesn't act. He's just himself in every movie. He's
Yeah.
just, yeah, hey, I'm here. You know.
That's what the greats do, man. Like
Yeah.
tired of seeing Leonardo DiCaprio and Leonardo DiCaprio the movie. Let me see.
Okay,
You've been all
I'm gonna
fuzzy
watch it
on
in the
us.
next 2 weeks for sure.
Yeah,
Let's see,
please,
share.
please
Boom.
do, man. Let us know. I give it a 9.5 out of 10.
Wow. Ooh.
Yeah, it was pretty
I
solid.
also, but yeah. Okay. All right. That's setting it high. I'm gonna
It,
I'm gonna try to look at it from a fresh lens though. 'Cause sometimes I'll like think a movie should be something and I watch it. I'm like, it was okay. All
Mm,
right, what we looking at here, man? T-Link?
welcome to TeeLynk.
jumping into it. Okay.
So the 5 second story on this. Oh, by the way, we're working on an app. We're building an app. Through Replit. Roger's doing a great job with that, with the concept and the building out of it. And we actually had an opportunity this week. Our friend Jonathan sent us a link to like, hey, my buddy has an app. And for a while, I thought you were the buddy, Roger. So I was like, oh yeah, Roger's been obsessed with golf lately. This is his thing.
I haven't
Um,
played golf
he
lately.
made this. All right, cool. Like I'm doing feedback, and so I loved it from that point of view. But I was like, this is a good opportunity because I was just gonna ignore the text completely and be like, like we're working on
I
that.
did
But
it first.
yeah, but I was just like, you know what? Actually, it's a good opportunity. As somebody who I'm not a golf person at all, so I'm like, this is a good opportunity to see how does that feel for the folks that we send stuff to, who might not have any
Mm,
connection to that kind of industry field, app, whatever.
yeah, just
And so
fresh
I'm like,
eyes.
yeah. And then so Jonathan, in that case, he's like, oh, if you don't have anything to do with golf, it's from a user experience, from a UX, UI, standpoint, like how does it look,
Sure.
So I wanted to bring us along for this one. So off camera, this happened. Um, but when I logged in, it asked me for a super secure password.
Mm.
This
Mm.
app is way more secure than my bank account at this point. Like,
Like 20
yeah,
characters, letter, number, dashes,
it it
exclamation
has
points,
the capital
everything.
letter, it has the punctuation,
The
it has
full
the no less
keyboard.
than, whatever. Yeah, so there you go. So if you know my birthday, some repeated numbers and the name of my cat and an exclamation point, you got it. But pretty much this app is a app for TeeLynk. So links you up on the T with folks who are down to play a game. So you can just roll up to a park and go play with random people. It funnels you efficiently with this survey, this drop down. What state are you in? I'm in Texas. City, I'm in Houston. So I mean, let's just walk through the feedback, right?
Yeah, let's
Maybe,
just
well,
go
actually,
through it.
I can't click on Houston. Oh, there it goes. So these are the only major cities, or these are the only
Las
cities with golf
Vegas.
courses in Texas. Maybe. So maybe that's the feedback. How can we get every city? Maybe I'm in McAllen or something, golf course.
Galveston, underrepresented.
So golf course, maybe any course in Houston. So has
Oh
a new person. I just want to get out and practice. I just got some clubs for Christmas. Like
Hmm.
I do like this option.
Yeah.
Um, I wish it was based on my zip code, the nearest park, 5 minutes down.
Oh,
Like,
like
so I'm not
nearby.
investing so much time driving somewhere. But
Hmm.
that can be easy update, I'm sure. Skill preference, but hold on. Also, Roger, I know you have a little experience. What's your favorite park to go to? Let's see if they have it on here.
oh, Melrose.
Melrose.
ML, nope, not the, and
There you go.
it's a municipal golf course, so it's basically like a piece of shit golf course that I love. And I looked up Augusta Pines golf course. I guess there is a one in spring. So yeah, all right.
Oh,
I
okay,
wonder,
okay.
does it change though? If you change the
Oh, yeah,
city,
you're
does it?
right. My bad to everybody. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, does it change? Like if you like change the city to like Lubbock or whatever. Like I wonder if it
Okay.
changes that drop down.
Let me see. I gotta click out of it. So maybe that's one of the user things. If I'm actually clicked in, I have to Lubbock, clock
Yeah,
out.
something different.
Oh, there you go. There you
Okay,
go.
yeah,
So it
it
does go by
does
It
change
city.
it.
does toggle.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay,
I do
that's
And
like
cool.
then it'll
this. I
show
do like this.
booking required. Nice.
There you go. A little tidbit. I click
Okay.
out. I click back in.
But yeah, to your point, I would like a, zip code or surrounding area. Personally, I'm a visual guy, so I also like to have a map, although I know that's probably
Yeah.
like a little bit more work, but I do like
Yeah,
to have a
yeah.
little
Show me
Give
where
map.
me
I'm
the
going.
visualizer.
Something.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. By the way, I have no upcoming matches and no past matches. So this is, I think over time that would be cool to
like a
kind of see like you.
track-in.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
And
Let's
But yeah,
pick a
let's just
golf
go
course
to
then.
Augusta or something just to
I've heard
see.
great stuff about Black Horse.
Yeah.
Um, let's see, skill level. Well, I'm brand new, but Roger, you're more like advanced, right?
no,
So,
I'm so trash. I love playing, but I'm so trash. And it's
okay.
crazy
So,
because
would you
like
say, uh-huh?
whatever I think
Would you
beginner
say
is not even I
trash
don't even
beginner or
say
trash
recreation. And
recreational?
honestly, I don't even really know how to keep count score anymore. Honestly, like I track like on the little they give you little like sheets for it, and literally
Yeah.
like if I'm tracking, not only am I bad, I'm getting worse. You know, like because you can track your own score. Like I'm
Damn right.
bad
Yeah.
and like I'm getting worse as I play more,
Oh
which
shit.
is awesome. Like I love it.
So, is there anything we'd like to add to this? Like maybe a little caption that says like what a handicap is, or like a little one sentence of like what a handicap does or whatever.
Basically, and
I'll
I
go
think that's a
beginner.
good place to start is like if I'm a beginner, which I am, like I don't really know a lot of the golf lingo, you know? So
Mm.
like and
Yeah.
I honestly don't know whatever any of that or like what that is. And I'm sure it's going to be easy to Google and figure out, but I think there's like a level. I think even though this is like I think even though it says you could be a beginner, it's not really set for beginners, you know? Because I'm a
Yeah.
beginner. I actually did use this app last week or week before, and I did match with Jonathan. I matched with Luna because we both tested at the
Nice.
same time.
Oh, nice. So it does
Yeah, yeah,
match.
yeah. So I got
Beautiful.
like feelings about it. You know, I see where they're coming from, but even me, like, I was like, I play golf. I mean, I've only played for a couple months, but I was like, I don't fucking know what like level I am or anything. Like, give me a reference point other than like this handicap because I really don't know what to do with that.
Mm. Yeah, that's
And
fair.
But for
sometimes
me, I'm a
things
beginner for
are
sure.
and sometimes apps are made by an advanced person for an advanced person, and they try to
Yeah,
include the beginners, and it doesn't speak their language yet. Maybe that's the
exactly.
benefit of the doubt there. But that's definitely a blind spot I'm hearing. But that's cool that you were able to match live with somebody. The play style, and yeah, and to Julian's point, yeah, a little more visuals would be cool too, right? Just to kind of keep me engaged. Like, oh look, I'm clicking stuff, showing stuff. Play style, competitive or fast. Well, look, I'm a beginner. I have no idea what I'm doing. Uh, I guess. See, this is kind of pigeonholes me to competitive. I got to play for my life here, or fast. I got to play fast, and I'm barely a new person. Can there be like
Well,
Yeah.
a
I think it's
drinking
saying like the
one, like a
default, or I
like
think
there's
on
a
there
fun
it's
one?
saying like default is casual. So if you don't do anything, it'll just default you to casual, and then if you click
And
on competitive, then it'll make it competitive. Is
do you
how
think I have to click anything for casual or
I
not
don't think
click?
so. Well, at
Okay.
least the way I'm reading it, it's like if you don't do anything, you're casual and you're on a regular pace of play. But if you do want to
So
be
Yeah,
competitive, then you
that makes
click
sense.
into it.
so maybe like a title
So
right
maybe
here
a
that says like
toggle
enhancers
instead.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Enhancers optional. That way like, oh, these are optional to click.
Hmm.
Date, man, I'm available right now. Fuck this podcast. No,
See,
I'm
and
kidding.
can you can't do a range here either, right? Because
Yeah.
I would love to like have a range over the weekend.
I got
Like,
a
oh,
floating
like
like all
Hmm.
yeah,
available.
it's all or nothing, huh?
Yeah. Well, look, let's
For
say
a day.
Saturday. I'm free. I'm
So
Mm.
free from the kids
Saturday,
Saturday. Um,
like
Decent time
2 hour
ranges.
windows.
Roger,
Okay.
do these 2 hour windows hold up, or should they be
Yeah,
longer,
generally.
smaller?
I think when I play, but I play a par three, which basically means like you should be able to get the ball in the hole in three hits. So those are
Hmm.
considered smaller ones. I can play that in like if I'm really playing and there's nobody ahead of me, I can get that done in 2 hours. But generally the
Yeah.
golf courses are going to be longer, so you're going to be playing for 3 to 4 hours maybe, and there's going to be weights, like you're going to be
Hmm.
bumping. There's traffic. Oh, there's traffic on the golf course essentially. But I guess 2 hour window makes sense in terms of like time slots available. Sure, I can see that.
Okay. So Let's knock it out. I don't want to wake up super early.
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
it at
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Wait for
Yeah.
matches. There you go.
Much.
No matches available. Your search is now active in the background. You'll automatically
Mhm.
match with folks whenever. Okay, so like I'm in the queue.
So yeah, essentially, so that what's happened when I did use it. That's what happened to me, and it wasn't until Jonathan also set his stuff for Houston that we matched together. But it basically put me in this queue, and then it matched us. But the part is, and this is like
Mm,
my marketer hat was like,
Ooh,
hey,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I should get a notification, like whether email or push tech. A push notification just means like the app is pushing you, so there's different types of notifications. There's an email, there's an app push, which the app is pushing the notification to you via the app, or three, an SMS push, right? They're pushing you the notification via SMS, right? It didn't do any of
mhm.
those. So if Jonathan didn't tell me that we matched, I wouldn't have known we
You wouldn't have
matched,
known. Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially.
that's good
Also,
feedback.
also what I would love because I'm very impulsive and you know what? Fuck it, I want to play right now. Why can't it show me a list of all the ones that just need one more person to join so I can just join one of
Mm,
their games?
Yeah.
And fuck my schedule and fuck my preferences. Let me just join a game and see what
yeah,
happens.
just see what's
Yeah, there's
active,
no
see what's
matches
open.
now, but
Because right
here's some
now,
matches that need an extra or looking for an extra.
exactly,
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
exactly like p virtual
Yeah.
pickup games now. Like where can I just join? Um, because at this point, this is a dead end. I'm off the app, and you want to keep folks on the app. You want to keep them engaged.
Mm,
And that was my biggest feedback to Jonathan. And I felt bad, like, because I sent him a lot of feedback on it.
Yeah,
But like, my feedback was exactly that. Like, this app doesn't make me want to keep staying there. And even
mm,
like, it didn't make me want to come back to it. And I think
yeah.
that's the biggest thing. And that's what I told him. I was like, hey, it's called, product market fit, essentially. Like, do people see this thing as like almost not indispensable, but do they see that their life would be inconvenienced if you didn't have it? For me, it didn't solve the problem, I guess, that I necessarily have. Maybe it could be that I'm not the right market, but also like I just started playing golf and I suck ass and uh but still it didn't make me, and I would think that I'm the target market for it. It didn't make me want to come back, but also it didn't promote me coming back, right? It didn't try to get me
mm,
back into the app. So it was just like, hey, I tried it out, I kicked the tires, and it's called the leaky bucket syndrome. And that's kind of what that's also kind of what I told him. I was like, they
Yeah.
have, in my opinion, you kind of have a problem. People are gonna come, you're gonna spend $1,000 using Google Ads. You're gonna get 100 people to come to your app. Sure, that's fine, but are they gonna come back? And right now, though, in my opinion, it's not built for people to come back, right?
mm,
But there are things that they can do to make it so people want to come back. Like the first thing, the easiest thing, putting my market hat on again, like when I signed up for this app, send me an email. Show me what the value is outside of the app to get me excited to come back. So as soon as I created yeah, same for you, Ed. I think as soon as we created this account, you should have an email in your inbox to say, "Hey, welcome to LinkT. Hey, here's what we can do for you. Here are some people that blah blah blah. Here's our YouTube. Here's blah blah blah." You know what I'm saying? And then you put them
mm.
on a slow nurture drip of over maybe a week, where you send them another email every couple of days to get them excited about using it, right? But right now, there's not even that, right? Like, I actually had to create my account twice for whatever reason because I didn't like the first time didn't work. So I think there's a lot
Mm.
of like I think that there are things they can do to make it stickier, but right now it's kind of like you come, you try it out, and then you leave and forget about it, unfortunately.
Like I open Instagram when no one's talking to me. I open Instagram when I'm not posting a picture. I open Instagram, you know? And so
Mhm.
this app is missing that kind of engagement feature. Like I'm at a dead end. I'm moving on to somewhere else now. Just off the top of my head, I think they could add features like, so now I'm done here. I can stay on the app and look at different courses, like links, kind of see the courses, visualize them. I can click on different golfers' profiles, different members' profiles, see what their handicaps are, see what their high scores are at different courses. I can look at a
Mm.
leaderboard, who has the most games played within this app. I can look at high scores on different courses. That will just keep me on the app, clicking on different things and just
Yeah.
engage with the app. And then whenever I want to play a game, I'm gonna go there versus dead end. What else do they got? Where else can I go? Or even prices for different golf courses because I do know enough to know that golf courses cost money to get into. What are
Yeah.
the different ones? What are the amenities? Like that kind of information would keep me engaged in the app
And
and
keep you
not
poking
in a
around.
leaky bucket.
It's very interesting though too, because essentially what you're talking about in terms of like getting people back, it's called the hook model. And
Yeah.
there's literally a book on it, and it's really good. I tell everyone who like if you're making an app or you work, blah blah, you want to get people, it's called the hook model. And essentially there's four parts to it. It's trigger, action, variable reward, and investment. That's how these companies get you to first let first kind of like pique your interest to come to the app. So that's an an external thing. And then eventually you go through the model enough to where now it's internalized. Now when I feel bored, I go to Facebook. When I feel sad, I go to Etsy to buy something, right? It's really interesting how like it's a model to get people to want to go do that thing. On the flip side of that, there's actually it was like last week, but there's basically a litigation out against Facebook for or Meta, I guess, for teens' mental distress. And her argument was that the company made her come back to the app, which basically made her mentally duress, right? They give all these bad images, but and the judges in California like are filing against Meta, like they're deciding against Meta for that. But it's interesting because Duolingo follows the same method, right? It's called the hook model, where you get people almost not addicted is a bad word and it's a bad thing, but it's almost kind of yeah. So Facebook, I would argue that Facebook and Duolingo do the same thing in terms of getting you hooked on their product to think about when I'm bored or when I'm sad or when I'm mad, I'm going to this app to solve that thing and get that like hit of essentially serotonin, right? To solve that problem internally. But because those are two separate apps, one's teaching you something, one's putting you, on social media, but they're using the same thing. One's looked at poorly and one's looked at, like, oh, cool, Duolingo. They're just like a cute
And
little app. But
and
it's
I've heard
essentially that
a
same thing.
I've heard to that point, I've heard that Duolingo's like main focus is engagement, is not losing people, is like killing the owl because the owl, you didn't study Spanish that day. Like just doing whatever they can to keep you engaged. Like that's their main thing. It's never about language. Their whole thing was collecting data on how do we keep people engaged.
How do we make these little cute little gamifications? How do we get these streaks going? How do we get this thing? It's
Exactly. The
basically
streaks.
exactly. It's the same playbook. But the thing is, it's repeatable. There's an equation to it. You can do this. Any company can do this. This company, TeeLynk, not doing any of that right now. I love the hustle and I
Right
love the
now.
grit and I love
Yeah.
the trying to figure it out, but they're not doing those things to make Ed or Roger think, hey, I want to play golf. Let me go here, which is basically what you want people to do, right? Hey, I want to scratch an itch. I know exactly who to go for that. You don't have to remind me. I know where to go.
And
But
I
they're not
love
even
that.
doing the first part. They're not even saying, "Hey, you want to play golf next week?" That is also a good way to do it, but they're not doing that even yet. But they can do it.
This right now is an Excel sheet with like GPS. Like it'll just get you to where you got to go because you chose certain information. This reminds me of or this the bottleneck right now reminds me of like a line at the club. You're not a customer until you get converted, until you walk in the club. You pay the cover and you start buying beer. The cover in this case would be your subscription. Now I'm paying to even just exist here. And then like the beers and all that. I was like, now we're making money. Now we're making a profit off this guy. Like so that engagement issue is like we're seeing it from two points of view. Someone like Roger who's swung a golf club a few times, someone like me who's rarely swung a golf club. There should be something here for me that keeps me engaged. There should be something here for him that keeps him engaged in that line for the club until he's inside. And it's also reminding me of like this thing that we've kind of alluded to a lot of times this season, but like the personas. This app is for golfers. And it even tells you on the drop down, there's four different golfers, professional, whatever, novice, all this. Your app should be UX designed for how do I keep that one profile engaged? You already know your four profiles. It's in your drop down. Engage, have something there for each one of those profiles. The beginner. I'm a beginner. I want to see some like I don't know shit about anything. I'll click on anything right now, but there's nothing for me to click on. There's nothing for me to learn right now. Give me something. Give me something shiny. For someone like Roger, hey, pointers, if you've already swung, here's something that will change your game by 10%. Here's one little nugget that will change it by 10%. And then Roger's hooked. Oh man, I want to up my game by 10%. Like I already know what I'm doing. Like those kinds of things. Easy. Easy fixes, I think.
I do love that they're targeting an industry, right? Like golf, it's a very niche sport. It's a very niche thing. I do like that. I also wish they would have gone a little bit tighter with their kind of like target market. Like I think if they would have narrowed it down and say, hey, we're gonna start in Texas, right? We don't have to be great in 50 states. Let's figure out this state. Let's figure out these people or wherever the most the most people golf, whatever state that is. Pick that, drill down there, get really good at it, and then scale it nationwide, right? I feel like if you go too broad, you're gonna just kind of spin wheels and like build feature, or like you're not gonna find what works as much. Whereas if you tighten it down, I would even say tighten it down in Houston. Get only be available in Houston. Get really sharp about what people want. Get really sharp about because that lets you target people more. That lets you figure out on a small scale what do people care about, and then expand it everywhere. And now we're blowing up. Now we're gonna do all Texas. Now we're gonna do all United States. Then we're gonna go the whole world. Like I think you do. I think this is a perfect place to do a bottom up approach. But it seems like they're going top down, which I think if you try to make something for every state, like you're gonna run into these problems where the little things like the emails or the notifications or the user experience, which isn't little, are gonna get overlooked because you're trying to be too big too fast.
Raj, Julian, what would you say your golf background is?
She didn't realize I was on mute there. Zero golf background. I've played top golf maybe 3 or 4 times.
Man,
So yeah, for me, I'm a
I can't wait
complete
to play golf with
beginner.
y'all, man. We got so much fun, dude. We have
Yeah.
like Saturday or Sunday, early in the morning, 8:30, we got 3 or 4 hours to kill. We'll get some stogies, we'll get some brews, and we'll just suck. We'll just go out there and let people pass us. And we're gonna have so much fun. I can't wait.
No, I'm 100% down. But
So,
yeah,
so Raj,
very
what's
novice. So
yeah,
for me, opening up this
Dude,
app and looking at this, it's just, it's just the
sometimes
base
I'll
stuff. I'd
sit.
like to have some more information, so definitely agree with you guys on everything y'all said. Maybe in terms of the, keeping the user engaged and keeping them there, maybe have, make this the one-stop shop for everything golf, right? So have a news feed for like golf news. Hey, what's going on with the Masters? Hey, what's going on with, Tiger Woods, whatever it is. Just have
yeah,
like a
yeah,
little constant notifications of just all things golf related. Maybe
yeah.
have a shop on the side of like, hey,
Well,
here's
I'm writing
links
that
to
down.
like Dick's Sporting Goods or to Amazon or
I'm writing
whatever
that
for
There you
here's
go.
down.
some
Buy
clubs that you can
up.
buy or here's some
Love
like
it.
Golf news.
cleats that you can buy, whatever it is, just to like keep the user there
Sponsored
in one
ads.
spot. Yeah, exactly.
Look at
Have a
that, making
sponsored
money
ads,
already, Julian. Making money already
100%.
with that suggestion.
Or have, like a reservation page. Like, yeah, you can go into Houston and I can go into this golf course, but I'm just finding a person. Like I'm connecting with Ed so that we can go to the golf course. But what if I don't
Yeah.
find anybody and I still want to golf? Make it so where I can actually confirm a booking at that golf course and say, okay, I'm confirmed, I'm there no matter what. Um, just again to keep the user engaged and keep them in that ecosystem.
I'm writing
Or I
that
know
down.
Roger's a lot more engageable golfer than I am. I know he has a lot of these active matches like pending. Let me be
Mm.
able to search him by username, pull him up. Let me link up with him on one of these games that he's got. Done.
Yeah.
Like
Hey, I
Now
played with this
Roger's
guy before or
accelerating.
girl before. Yeah, let me
Yeah.
let me see if they're playing, like then you got
Get
a
this guy on
social
the
media
call.
aspect of it, a shareable aspect of it. Yeah, for sure. I like
No,
that, man. That's good.
great
I'm writing
feedback.
that
All
down.
great feedback.
So
Let's just make a
sweet.
version of it. No, I'm kidding. But let's go ahead.
Hey, I'll show you what
Next,
I was doing. Hey, let me
let's do it.
when we're
Let's
done with
pivot.
this,
Let's pivot.
Yeah, let's
hey,
flip over
when
to
we're
That
done with this,
Rogers.
we'll send this video to Jonathan's friend as our feedback, our video feedback. Hope it's worth something. And I would love to get your ideas on our feedback and where this app is going and the inspiration and everything. So we'll try to have him on next episode.
Oh
Get some
yeah, I told
information.
Jay like, hey, let's bring him on. We're nice. We want to help. Like,
Yeah,
I think that would be great.
awesome. Let me stop the share
Definitely.
and go for it.
Okay, okay. So even before Jonathan sent me that, I was already I had it down. Let me see if I have the date on my app.
That's
I
why I
take
thought it was
notes.
your idea because I know you're working on something golf
Yeah.
related, right?
Well, so okay, no. So I started this when it was on 321. So I guess that wasn't that long ago. I write like notes for things I want to do, and I started like dating and timing them. Anyways, I started playing golf at the beginning of the year, and then I realized I was playing with guys who were like way better than me, right? Not way better, but I'm definitely the worst of the group of four that I started playing with, right? But what I noticed is that when I'm playing with one guy specifically, my boy Jake, he played in like high school. He was like the number four. So basically, I guess how it works is like, different high schools or colleges have, 10, 20 players, I don't know. But they basically, you always know where you rank in the school, right?
Mm.
And the higher the better, right? If you're number one, you're the best, two, three, four. So he was basically like the four rank for his high school. And so he's really good. He knows the situation to play. He knows like, hey, if you're 130 yards away and it's elevation this and the wind's blowing that, use this club, but don't hit it that hard. Use this stance, right? And I
Mm.
noticed that like I learn a lot when I'm playing with people like that. But sometimes I'm playing by myself or he's playing somewhere else. Because essentially golf is a very team sport that you play individually. Essentially,
Mm.
like if you have a team of four, right? Four people are going to tee off. And if you're playing individually, then those are four different balls. So you're playing for different areas, right? So sometimes you're with your boys next to them. Sometimes you're kind of like in the woods like me or very crappy like me. Anyways, so when I'm playing with people that like know how to play, they're really good about giving me tips. But I really wanted to kind of replicate that experience, but by myself or like figure it out. So essentially, what I started doing, and I love the movie Caddyshack. So I wanted to make like, can you see my screen? This is
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
too big. Let me make it a little bit smaller because essentially it's a web app that I created just with Replit. But let me see, content only. I guess I can't do. Does this share my whole screen? Yeah, it shares my whole screen. Anyways, I'll just do it. Anyway,
Do it.
essentially, like I wanted to create something that was going to help me play golf better and understand it better when I'm by myself or something, right? So our guy I call Caddy Hack, right? I just made this on. I took the beaver from Caddyshack and I was like, I want to use it. I basically put a replica prompt that we've done, and so
Cease
essentially,
and
what
desist pending.
yeah, right. So that's what I did there. And interesting, and I've sent this to you before, but I basically use the themes and typology or the fonts and the
Typeface.
fields, yeah, typeface of a different app. Because there's a website you can go to say to look at all of like an app, how an app's made and replicate that. So essentially that's what I did is I found on the on a website a thing that I like, a field that I like, and I wanted to mirror that for what I wanted to do. So essentially, that's what this is doing, right? Hey, snap a photo of your input, your lie condition, and I want to get better about explaining what a lie is because I didn't really know what a lie was. Anyways, so it has like a little
Mm.
wizard you go through. Hey, your AI golf coach, great. Add context, wind, elevation, speed. He's so cute, I think. Anyways, go next, play
Adorable.
smarter, right? So essentially, it's a very simple app right now because that's kind of what I want to start with. But essentially, what you can do is you can put your weather for like, Houston, right? To give you like windage and stuff like that. So, it's looking for Houston, cool. Now I know that in Houston it's 77 degrees, partly cloudy, whatever, right? In Houston specifically. And also for a bag, you have different, in a full bag, you have 14 clubs. You can have more, but essentially you can add on here what clubs you have. Because some people have 14 clubs, some people have 10 clubs, right? So you can
Hmm.
also like put the amount of clubs you have. For me, I have all these clubs essentially, so I have a full bag, but it's only going to promote the club that you have, you know what I'm saying? Like if you have it, right? So it's not going to tell you
Hmm.
use a lob wedge and if you don't have a lob wedge, right? So essentially that's kind of how you can think about it there. I wanted to teach and educate. So you got little tips that you can have, that are going to like follow you throughout the app. Essentially, like this is for people that really don't know how to play golf like me who want to play a little bit better. So that's essentially kind of what you have now. But what I wanted to do is be able to snap a photo. Hey, I have a photo of where I'm trying to hit to. You can upload a photo, but you can also change the distance to the pin, right? So essentially, I know, hey, this is 350 away, right? This is a long mother sucker, right? And the
Hmm.
elevation is uphill. I'm on a fairway. The wind speed is, and I also wanted to say how you can do wind speed, right? Because it's really hard to
Hmm.
judge wind speed if you don't know what wind speed is. So I wanted to like help you, like, hey, is it gale force out there? Or is it, a little bit light? It's on your face, but it's not too crazy. Put it there. Where's the wind direction? Is it coming from in front of you? Is it coming from back of you? Is it going from left and right? Essentially, I wanted to be able to take a picture of where you're trying to hit so it can calculate those things for you, or you can override it and do it yourself, say analyze shot, and then give you the thing to use for that shot. Because again, if you look at the bag, there's 15 clubs or 14 clubs in a full bag set. That's without going to all the specialty stuff that you can
Hmm.
use for a shot. And essentially, I don't know what to use. So for this thing, which is correct, you want to use a driver. Maybe you're not going to go full power, but 350 is pretty far out there, right? Like 350 is a par five, which is, long ass course that you're going to use. Like that's Tiger Woods hitting shit, right? So it's going to give
Hmm.
you a caddy take because a caddy and a coach are kind of different. A caddy is going to tell you what golf club to use essentially, but also a coach is going to critique your stance, right? To say, hey, like you didn't really hit that good. Your hand placement should have been better. That's the next version of this where I'm gonna have a video you can create of you hitting your essentially hitting your shot, and it can tell you, hey, your hands were off. or your shoulders were back, or you looked up at the wrong moment, and that's why your shot didn't go good. So that's kind of what I wanted to do with it, to give you
Hmm.
as a single solo player the best club to use, how to use it, but also give you feedback on your shot to make you a better player. So that's essentially what this is doing to start, right? And then you have your coach where you can ask questions, and you have different courses. That's kind of where to remove your course specification. Like, I want you to be able to put the course you're in, the hole you're at, and how you should play that, right? Because those are things, unless you play a course, and like for Melrose, I played that probably 6 times already, and I just learned the course, right? How to play it. So this will tell you kind of how to play each hole on the course. I'm gonna only start in Houston though, because doing this for everywhere would suck. So there's, hey, 10, 15 courses in Houston. Great. I'm gonna have all that data in here. And then like a little minute, like just extra information. You also have a history of your last save rounds. And also you can create a profile. This is where you get people's email address and to help them create a profile and to save their bag stuff. But essentially that's kind of what I'm trying to do with this. And I can, like, so that's kind of where I'm starting. And I think there's a lot of areas that I can do to improve on it. But essentially, I'm making this to solve my own problem, and hopefully other people like see that as something that they need help with as well, you know? But I really want to add into here, like, because like I was saying, while you're playing games, you're sometimes taking a break. So I would love to like be able to do like a little quiz game, like you're saying, Julian, where you can like, hey, I'm with my friends. Hey, we have like sometimes you have a lot of time to kill in between shots, like 10,
Hmm.
15, 20 minutes. Hopefully not. But in that meantime, hey, there's a little quiz game that I can learn about golf better, right? Like different scenarios and situations, and like almost like a who answers it first and correctly gets the points, and they can maybe tee off first or something like that. Or buy beers, like, hey, you're buying one round because blah blah blah. So essentially what I'm doing with this. And it was funny how Jonathan sent me that, because like it was like right in time where I was like, okay, let me check out this app. And I was like, all right, I see
Hmm.
Yeah.
what they're doing. Yeah.
Nice. Good demo,
Nice.
man. And
Yeah, I
I
love
like
it.
it. I like that this feels like your brain, like I'm gonna put like you this feels like someone who's played with veterans before, people who know what they're doing. And this is like every kind of angle, different angle of feedback that you've received.
Dude, all of
Right.
it, like, hey, this
Yeah.
is how much power you should do. Hey, your hands are the wrong way. And even
Hmm.
little in golf, it's like it's literally a game of inches, because it's literally like even the smallest, like I changed my hand placement just because one of my friends mentioned it, and I realized my hand placement was all wrong. So in my
Hmm.
head, I'm gonna be able to take a video now of me swinging, and that coach is gonna be able to tell me, oh yeah, your hand placement was wrong. You didn't use your core, or you didn't pivot right. Because a lot of these times, like you're kind of and that's what I also love about golf. It's also a solo game too. I go out there many times by myself and just play, but you don't get
Hmm.
that feedback or that critique that you kind of need to get better. You know you're not doing it right, but you don't know what you're not doing right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love it. Love the concept.
Yeah.
Love the
Yeah.
execution too. It looks very clean too, like the layout and how you
Hmm.
have it structured. It's very intuitive.
What my question, since I'm in feedback mode right now, is if you're on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, which I don't use Facebook too much, or you're on YouTube, I'll say YouTube, Instagram, Spotify are like the main three apps I use a lot. There's like a main button. They might have extra buttons on the bottom, like for different pages,
Yeah.
but I know what my main buttons are. What's your main button on your app? Where's everyone hanging out 90% of the time?
Yeah, I think because you know what? That's a good question to ask. And I think just by the nature of like kind of how it's built, it's the home screen, because that's what it drops you at. But I would love to like maybe do the analyze as the main button in the middle and make that highlight. I think it's good feedback. Like make that stand out, because
Mm.
essentially the way it's built right now, the only feature that really matters, like this is cool because it does help you with the windage, right? Like it knows, hey, like I'm in Houston. I can get more specific with the zip code. Right now, I just put in Houston, but it'll know like, hey, the zip code, hey, the wind speed for you is 5 miles an hour, right? Like it's ripping,
Hmm.
right? So like this is helpful and also to set up your bag, but I think the main thing is going to be the analyze. So I want to promote that as a thing, because essentially all the stuff is in service to that, right? Because when I'm playing, I want to be able to know what to do in the situation specifically that I'm in. So I think it is the analyze. So maybe that's going to be more center and actually, make it different, than others. I like that feedback for sure.
Yeah, like you could probably hide history and profile, make it something where you can go look up your stuff from there, and then
Yeah.
then you had to have the two big buttons. Now I'm either coaching myself or I'm analyzing.
Yeah, I like that a
You
lot for
know,
sure.
and then it's like, all right, now I'm funneling myself into the two activities, and I'm keeping
Ooh, I
myself
like
engaged.
that.
you
It
know?
there's this thing. It's called, and I was actually talking about this at work. I love it. It's a really good book. It's a really good TED Talk. It's called The Paradox of Choice. And basically,
Mm,
what happens is you give people too many options. What do? Nothing, because there's too much friction. There's too many decisions to make. People, hey, least path of resistance like lightning, bro. Like we're lazy people. We don't want to do. We don't want to figure out. Simplify it for me. So the least things you can give someone, the better it is that they're going to do the thing for you. Which is
very
almost
well
like
said.
counterproductive to app building or in general, right? You think, hey, I'm giving them so many options. They're gonna get it. No, they're not. They're not gonna get it. They're not gonna use it, you know?
Mm,
Hmm.
So I like that. I'm gonna do that for sure.
There you go.
love it. How long did
Yeah,
it take
appreciate
in
it, man.
Replit to get to this point?
Yeah, man. I basically just used Replit. Like I had a like similar to what we did with the brainstorming. I
Mm,
added a different element because I did go to like an app or sorry, a website that does have UIs and UXs. So
mm,
I went for something that like was used and like it felt good. And I said, hey, mimic all this. I want this exact look and feel, but specifically for this thing that I'm building. And it did. I thought I did a really good job of building it from the jump in a very clean, minimalistic way that I was looking for. That really does mirror the experience. The app was basically like
nice.
a old person or elderly person retirement app, and I was like, I want to see how it's going to
Huh.
take that UI and layer it for this, you know. And I thought it did a really good job. It's essentially very similar feel. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's very clean. Just curious, how long do you think it took in terms of just iterating in Replit to get to this point?
Maybe combined time to get here, maybe 2.5 hours, like not long.
It's not bad at all. Yeah,
And
that's
even that,
crazy.
like it's not it like it's very MVP because the analyze it doesn't do great yet a great job of doing it, which is what and
Mm,
that's why you dog food. That's why you feedback and because I went out there and I played a couple rounds and I tried it and I really and then I realized, oh, it doesn't do this well, it doesn't do this well. It's giving me a very similar shot profile for different shots. And then I realized
mm,
and then I kind of troubleshoot it in the app and I realized that it's using more of a general lens to view the shots versus
mm,
there are like some good hard and fast. There's basically a big ass chart that you can pull up and it's a huge chart of different clubs, different distances, different windages, and it's a big ass matrix, right? So essentially,
huh.
I want to compound that. So I'm gonna that's the next step is use that data source as a source of
Mm,
truth to like say, hey, great, yeah, 5 miles an hour wind is 200 yards out. You know, it's this elevation, use this club. So I'm gonna make it a little bit more specific because right now it does give a
mm,
little bit more general, yeah, knowledge, right?
gotcha. AI
Yeah.
is just doing the AI thing without
AI
like
is AI,
knowing
bro.
the specific thing.
Yeah.
Like until you tell it, hey, point to this, like
Yeah.
it's just gonna kind of
Job with
do
your
its own.
shot. You're doing so like, no, bro. Like, give it to me straight, man. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's very sycophantic right now. It's like, yeah, right.
Yeah, you got
The smartest person in the world. Yes, golfer, you're so good looking. Like,
it.
I know, but still, like, I want to do some critical shit here too.
If
I
I could
love it.
hop in with one idea on the it's good what you got, good bones definitely, and I love the
Yeah, yeah.
passion. But I was just wondering because I was just hearing about Pokemon Go and
Mm.
how low key they were like just stealing and gathering all this data on locations. Did y'all hear about that with
Mm.
Pokemon Go? It was really
Oh
a
yeah.
front for an
I
app that
didn't,
was
but I
collecting
could see
like
that.
Oh
GPS
yeah.
service, like kind of stuff. And so
Hmm.
now they have all these real world footage, and they were building this entire world because somebody wanted to hike up this little nook in Shanghai to catch a Articuno or whatever. Like now they know what that addy looks like because
Oh,
someone snapped a
Articuno,
picture
though,
right there.
I would hike
Articuno,
to get
I had to
Articuno.
go back there for the Articuno.
I'm going.
But I think you have an opportunity with this app to, when I'm looking at the app, man, there's a little function here where I can, like a course passport, I can get a little star for every course I go to. And man, you know what? Like this one's right around the corner. I can just get up and get in my car right now and go get that star. Hey, Articuno, what's up? I can go get that star right now. So maybe something that motivates me to, because you do have a lot of engagement on there, a lot of features where I can
Yeah.
like just at home get coached up and stuff. But maybe a feature that'll get me out of the house because you know what? There's a course 5 minutes from here. I can get that star real quick. I can get that checkpoint I can get that stamp on my
Mm,
course passport. And while I'm out there, might as well get coached up by the AI too. So maybe something
that's a good idea. Little
to
achievement
get
unlocked.
people from the outside the app to inside the app and outside the world, just like
Yeah, I wrote that down. Like I'm
yeah.
definitely because I do think you're right. Like what I love about Pokemon Go, I played it, bro, and I was out there, bro, 2 in the morning. You know the
2
Pokemon Go
Yeah,
a.m.
because we were like,
yeah.
what's that? I don't know what that
Give
new drug is. The fucking one
give
that's
people
over.
give people excuses to use your app.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
your app
exactly.
generate itself.
And
You
I
know?
think that the interesting thing about that is, and I think why people like the locations, because locations like mom and pop shops or whatever, they would promote their app on Pokemon Go by promoting those kind of like legendary rare events to get
Yeah,
people to
yeah.
go. So I
Yeah,
can
we got a
see from
Charmander
the
down the street, bro. Come on.
bro, from the B2B perspective, that's actually really interesting too, because if you have like a course event, right? Or maybe at a time where you don't have a lot of people, that can be a really good boon or benefit to the actual golf course, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, you can fence a certain golf course. This is our golf course of the
exactly.
week. Everyone's
Yeah.
migrrating over there to get that start from
Everyone's doing that
all
thing.
levels. You
Yeah,
got
for that
somebody
thing. Yeah.
who's in a different tax bracket than me, but they just happen to also be obsessed with like, collecting their stamps and their passport. Hey,
Yeah.
what's up?
Oh, I
And
like
they
that a
give you
lot.
real life, like this, an excuse to cross pollinate.
And that's what I'm looking for is like how you can gamify something like this. Like how can you get people like we talked about that hook model and I'll just like share it real quick and I think that
And
we
it's
can go
funny
forever. We can go
trying
forever
to
because
gamify
like
my
mine is on
game.
time. Yeah, but
Yeah,
essentially like the hook model is exactly that, right? So essentially that's what you're doing. You're doing the trigger. And then so we talked about external and internal. You have an external trigger, that's going to be the app reminding you to do something. You have an internal trigger. You go through this, and the thing is, you go through this model enough, trigger, action, variable reward, which is the important part, investment. Investment is your time. You go through this hook model enough, and those external triggers, so the app telling you to come to them turn into internal triggers and it's you telling yourself to go to the app, right? So the,
exactly.
the thinking is you go through this enough, you go from here to there, and that's the sweet spot. That's the golden spot that all these apps are trying to go to. Some are just easier to get to than others, right? So it's easier for Facebook to get you to come back to them over and over when you're bored versus something that teaches you something, right? Like a chess, right?
Hmm.
But essentially they're doing the same thing. They're sending you through this model so many times, and it could take one, it could take 100, take 1,000, whatever. But essentially they're trying to do the same thing. And I like that because you're trying to gamify, and that's what I'm looking for is the way to gamify something to make something else positive in your life, right? Like you're getting out there, you're getting vitamin D, you're going with the friends, you're hitting some clubs, you're getting some
I
good
mean,
work.
technically, when you go to like state parks, national parks, and they have that whole stamp system where you
Yeah.
go to
Yeah,
Grand Canyon, you can say
yeah.
that's gamification. You went all the way out there for a fucking stamp.
Yep.
Like,
Exactly.
put it in the
Exactly. So
apps.
replicating something like that in it for a force of good versus evil. And I think honestly, like that's why meta is in the hot water they are, because even though it's the same method to get to the same outcome, one's looked at as good, Duolingo, one's looked at as evil, Meta, Facebook, right? And so, you can use, great power, great responsibility type thing, like
Yeah,
same method to the madness. It's just they're different ends to that meme. So they're looked at a little bit differently. So let's use a
love it, man.
superpower in a positive way to make a great benefit for the world or make some money. One of the two. It'd be great if we could do both, but if we could do one or the other, like fuck it, let's do
Yeah.
one. Let's make
At the
some
end of the
shmoney.
day, it's about the mission statement and the why of the idea. With LFG, it was
Yes.
to be active. With the one before that one, C-Task, it was to get
Fantastic.
stuff done. Get stuff
Hey,
done
they're
for
still
cheap.
up and running, man.
Hey, they're
We
there.
still get
And then
Russian
still
bots
getting
coming to
spammed
us.
by the
It's still.
bots. And then our current idea again is just to be active to improve your game or improve whatever you're doing
Improve in
because you can get a
general.
coach on anything.
Whatever you need to improve on, that's what we want to help you with. Whatever your goal to get improvement is, the method to your madness, whatever your end task is, that's what we want to help with. And
Yeah.
I think for me, that's a worthwhile thing to want to do is to help people be the best version of themselves for a positive thing in their life,
Yeah. There
for
you
sure.
go. Well, great episode,
So
guys. Happy Friday. Have a great
Happy
weekend.
Friday.
Next episode, hopefully we can get the maker of that app, pick their brain and live, see, send them the episode, see what they think. And then
Hey,
that'll
fuck
be
you,
fun.
fuck you, fuck you, you're
And
cool.
yeah, yeah. And then we can get back to our app
Regular.
and kind of okay, we got some ideas now. We kind
Yeah,
of see the feedback. We gave some feedback.
and
Let's see
take a
ours
new
with fresh
lens.
eyes. Let's see ours with
Take a
fresh
new
eyes.
lens for sure. And hey, when
Absolutely.
he does come on, hey, we're all meaning a positive force. Like we're champions of these things, right? But we can also look at things with the critical eye to say, like, hey, you have something really promising, but this is how you can get it also to a level that that might be where it needs to be to get people to want to use it and stay. Because essentially, I would hate to for someone to waste $1,000 on Google Spin and not see that return on investment. That'd be the worst thing, you know.
For sure.
Let's get the app in a great space that people are going to use, which is the goal.
Yeah, we were blessed to have like an outside point of view on that guy's app. Um, we have what they call fresh eyes. Like we weren't looking at it for 10,000 hours while he built it, you know?
Hmm.
So we were able to see
Yeah,
all the blind spots. He might think like, "Oh, it's
I
done.
see the
It's as
love in
good as
there.
it's gonna be," you know?
Yeah,
Like so it's great feedback. I think
I
you
see the
definitely
love in
lose
there,
when you
and I
stop
think
being able to give feedback.
yeah, I see the love. I see the
For
growth.
sure.
I think it's, just three people trying to make it, just moonlighting, trying to do it. And I get it, the grind, the hustle. They're trying to do your day job, trying to do your personal job, and then make an app. Hey, it's not easy. I think they did a great job so far. And when hire us or just give us some stock equity, be on the board of directors, I will take that and I will give you some good critical feedback. I don't need to be an employee. Give me a couple shares, baby. Just give us a couple shares. We can share the same ones, and we'll be a great board of directors for you.
My background, I've seen Happy Gilmore 1 and 2.
I
All right, guys.
love
Been a
it.
great time.
Yeah, cheers.
Appreciate y'all. Have a great weekend.
Alrighty, boys. Take care.
Peace out.
Bye.
Fist my bump.
If you know.